Being a solopreneur sounds great until you realize you're the marketer, the manager, the support team, and the CEO. Everything stays inside your head. Tasks get forgotten. You're constantly switching between apps trying to stay organized. Hi, I'm Jason. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use ClickUp as a solopreneur to manage your entire business in one simple system, even if you're starting from zero. Now, here's what we'll be covering. By the end of this video, you'll know how to organize your entire business inside ClickUp, manage tasks, ideas, and projects in one place, and always know exactly what to work on next. Now, to get started, I've included a link in the pinned comment and description that you can use to sign up to ClickUp for completely free, and it will help to support the channel. So thank you in advance. Let's dive in. Once you sign up, you'll be redirected to a dashboard just like this. And before setting anything up, you need to understand how ClickUp is organized. This will save you a lot of time. The structure is simple. You have the workspace which would be this entire section. Then from there, you have spaces on the left-hand column, and spaces will be different departments in your business. And you also have lists. Lists is where your work is organized. Then inside the list, you'll have tasks, the actual things you need to do. As a solopreneur, we're going to keep this very simple. For example, you can give your workspace a name. After you have given your workspace a name, from there, you can create spaces. So you're going to tap right here where you see spaces. You're going to tap on the plus. After you have tapped on the plus, you'll see where you can create a space. So for example, I'll be using myself as an example. So I have content, I also have business, and then I'm going to be creating a third one by the name of projects. So I'll simply type in projects right here. After doing that, I'm just going to tap on continue. Once you have selected continue, you can select the workflow that you want. So I mostly select starter, but you have different project workflows that you can choose from. Once you're finished, you're going to tap on continue. So inside projects, it would be anything I'm building or launching. And inside business, that's where I would add admin, finances, and also tools. And then inside content, for example, I'll have videos, posts, and email. This keeps your work organized without overwhelming you. So if you're creating YouTube videos, you'll simply go into content right here. After tapping on content, from there, you can select create YouTube video, and you can add in the video that you're creating, the video name or so on, so it is not mixed up with everything. Now, to create a list. Once you have created the different spaces, what you're going to do is you're going to tap on the plus in line with the space name. After you have tapped on the plus, you're going to see list, and you'll tap on the list right there. And for example, you'll give your list name. Below content, you could select create video or research new video or so on. And then below business, you can also give it a different name. It all depends on the type of business that you're running. Once you're finished doing that, now, after doing that, all you need to do is start adding tasks. And task is the most important thing when it comes onto ClickUp and your day-to-day. So if it doesn't exist in your task, it doesn't get done. So you're going to create the list, then you're going to create a task for everything you need to do. So again, I'll select create video. Then after I've selected create video, I'm going to be selecting the task button. I'm going to be creating the task. So I'm going to tap right here where you see add pre-production. So we can tap right here, and I could give the video a name. So let's say, for example, create ClickUp video. Then after I've entered that, you can see right there. Then once I've done that, I'm just going to tap on the task that I've created. After you have tapped on the task, you'll be given this view. From here, you can choose when you would like to start a task. So you can tap right here, and you'll be able to select a start and end date. So let's say, for example, I would like to start creating this video next week. So I'm going to select next week. And then from there, I'm just going to be selecting next week, Monday. After you have done that, you can select when you would like to finish doing that video. You can also add an end date. Then you can also select the priority, whether it be high priority, low priority. You have different options that you can choose from. You can also open back this option, and from there you could add a timer, so you could use the timer if you want. Scrolling down, there are different things that you can also add when it comes onto the video. For example, you can add different sources right here. So you have different field options that you can add. You also have subtasks that you could put in right here. And if it is a case that you're working with team members, you'll also be able to assign it to someone by selecting Assign E. So you can see that this platform allows you to also upload, for example, files from Google or so on that is related to the video. Once you're finished doing all of that, you're just going to tap on the X, close out, and with ClickUp, once you have set the date right here, you don't have to worry. It will automatically send you a notification on your, for example, your email to keep you grounded and let you know when the task needs to be done or when you need to start a particular task. So it sends out a reminder. That's a feature that I really like that I don't see a lot of persons talk about. Once you're finished setting up your task, we're just going to tap on the X. Now that you have tapped on the X, you'll be redirected to the board that we were looking at earlier. Now on this board, you can see how it looks at the moment. And I don't like this view as it's hard to really stay organized and observe everything. So what I recommend you do is go to the top of the page. From the top of the page, you'll see different views. If you don't see the production pipeline view or so on, you can simply tap on the plus here to change the view. So for example, I prefer to use the Kanban style view. So I'm going to tap right here. After you have tapped there, you can see that the view or the page, you can see that the view or the layout has changed right here. So it is more easy to monitor and move along. So once you're finished with pre-production, you can simply move it to filming. After you have done that, you can move it to editing. And it's quite easy to drag along until you're finished with your video. You can also add different stages if you want by tapping on the plus right here to add different stages. It's as easy as that. So if it's, for example, you have a different phase, you can do that. Now that we have set that up, the next thing I want you to do is learn how to use ClickUp to plan your day. So for example, when you open ClickUp, I want you to see the tasks that you have to do today and also the tasks that are overdue. So for example, when you open ClickUp, from here, you can go over to the left-hand menu option and you're going to see the option Today and Overdue. You can tap on that option right here and you will be able to view everything as you can see right here. You can view the reminders and so on. And again, if you have a team, you'll be able to view the tasks that are assigned to you or the tasks that you have assigned to other team members. You can see if they are on top of it or not. So you'll be able to create your team right there. Now, with ClickUp, you can also create different views. To create the views, you'll simply go over to the left-hand menu option once more. From the left-hand menu option, you're going to tap where you see More. After selecting More, you're going to select Dashboard. Once you have selected Dashboard, what I want you to do next, we're just going to be selecting Simple Dashboard. The Simple Dashboard will allow you to see your view tasks and so on. So we're just going to be selecting all of the spaces. After selecting the spaces, you're going to tap on Create Dashboard. Once you have created the dashboard, this is what you'll be seeing every time you open ClickUp now. So you'll now be able to see the tasks that are due today, the overdue tasks, and the tasks that are in progress. So every time you log in, you instantly know what matters. So you can see it right there. So this will allow you to stay on top of everything. What I recommend you do as a solopreneur, the goal isn't complexity, it's consistency. You don't need advanced features, you just need one system you will actually use every day. And with ClickUp, you can actually get started for completely free. And once you are overgrown the free plan, from there you can go onto the paid plan, and the paid plan is also quite affordable. For example, with ClickUp, you can use it for free forever. As you can see right here, you'll be able to create unlimited tasks, unlimited free plan members, and two-factor authentication, and so much more. And once you have outgrown the free plan, you'll be able to go onto their monthly plan for as low as $10 per month. And you can use the business features for $19 per month. Again, if you want to set this up yourself, I've left a link in the pinned comment and description, which will allow you to get started for completely free. And this is how I recommend using ClickUp as a solopreneur. Simple, clear, and actually manageable. You don't need more tools. You need one place to run your business. If you want to try it out, check the link below. Thanks for watching.